Hello to everyone, and welcome to the analyst meeting for the third quarter for 2025 for Thai Union Feedmill Public Company Limited. I would like to introduce the executives joining us today. Mr. Purisak Bunmichod, our CEO, and also Ms. Pianut Manitanaporn, our CFO. And without further ado, I would like to invite our executives to do the presentation. Hello to all of the analysts joining us today. I would like to provide a summary for our operating efforts for the first 9 months of 2025. For the first 9 months, our sales revenue is at 4.401 billion Thai baht, increasing 11.8% from the past year. Mostly this is due to growth from our sales revenue in main businesses except for livestock feed. And the sales revenue in the country has grown by 50.4% compared to the past year. What is outstanding is the shrimp feed in Thailand that we have been able to increase our market share in, and our gross profit is at 975 million baht, increasing 37.1% from the year before. Therefore, our gross profit margin is now at 22.2%, which is more than the first 9 months of 2024, which was at 18.1%. And this is a result of our shrimp feed and sea bass feed, which have led to strong profit and increased growth, and also increased sales. And this has helped with our economy of scales. It has also helped with our management in terms of our production yield and our raw materials management. And for 2025, our net profit is at 549 million baht, increasing 42.8% compared to the last year. And this is thanks to our strong performance, as I mentioned earlier. We take a look at our track record for the GP and the net profit for the past 3 years. TFM has a gross profit margin at 21.8% at a high level. This is thanks to an increase in our production and our sales, and a drop significantly in the raw materials cost in the first 9 months of this year compared to the first 9 months of last year. We have a higher margin for our products as well, and net profit has increased. It's 13.2%, and this is a reflection of our strong management, continuous strong management. This is a picture of the shrimp market. The market share for TFM for the shrimp market in the first 9 months of the year, we have increased from the same period last year. Right now, our market share is at, including our OEM, is at about 25.4%. And this is due to the shrimp sales, not including the exports in Indonesia. We've grown from 20.2% in the same period of last year. And this is thanks to our increased market share, because we have been focusing on production of quality shrimp feed, and also thanks to the technical support that we've been providing to our customers so that they have lower farming costs. And on the next slide, you can see the results for the overall, for each country overall. In the third quarter of 2025, Thailand grew very well. We can see that we have been able to acquire more market share in shrimp feed and fish feed. This is thanks to the efforts of the sales department and also our technical support. And Indonesia is just recovering from this disease there with shrimp. Pakistan has gone down due to our change in the business model to OEM, but overall there's no impact on us. And in Pakistan, the business is quite small. And the export to other countries has increased as well from the year before. We are selling to Sri Lanka, which is our old partner, and new countries, many new countries that we are exporting to. Though their share is not that large yet, but we do see significant opportunity for potential for growth. And I'm going to hand things over to Pianut now. And I'd like us to return to this page here, For this quarter, we have 2 awards that we are proud to announce. The first is from the CEO Econ Awards for 2025, organized by the economic reporters. Mr. Pirasak received the top senior CEO in agriculture. And presiding over the event and handing over the award was the current Prime Minister, Anutin Chandrasekar. This is the first time that we have received this award, and it shows it's a reflection of our CEO's exemplary strategic vision. And we also have Thailand's Best Managed Companies 2025. TFM has been recognized as one of these companies in the agriculture category by Deloitte. And this is a reflection of our strategy, our culture, our innovation, and our financial governance. And the performance in the third quarter, it has been very good in every dimension. We can say our sales revenue year-on-year has gone up 21.9%. And this is from our shrimp feed and our fish feed mostly compared to the quarter before. We've gone up as well by 14.8%. And this is because this is a peak season for the year now. And farmers are going all out in the shrimp farming. The gross profit if we take a look at the gross profit margin, it's at 21.8%. It's gone up from the third quarter of 2024 by about 16%. And this is because of our product mix with an increased share from shrimp feed and sea bass feed that has a higher gross profit. And then compared to the last quarter, there's been a little bit of a drop, and this is because of the fish meal, the raw ingredients price, and also the BOI benefits affecting our overall costs since August. And we also have TUKL, our affiliate, that has some aging inventory that we expect to reverse in the near future. In terms of SG&A to sales, for this quarter, it's at 7.1% compared to the year before. Last year, it was at 7.9%. This quarter, it's gone down by 7.1%. This shows our ability to control our cost despite the increasing revenue. If we compare quarter on quarter, it's gone down from 8. We take a look at the AR provision in the third quarter for this year. Compared to last year, it's gone down by about half. And this reflects our intensity in the credit control policy. And this is resulting in the profit for the year. Net profit for the year being 223 million Thai baht, a net profit margin of 13.2%. And this is a recap for you again. Right now, this is our mix. It's mostly shrimp feed. This is the product that has the highest GP for the 9 months. It's a 64.5% contribution. It's increased compared to last year. Let's take a look at each product in detail. For shrimp feed, we've grown from the year before by 29.4%. Compared to the last quarter, we've grown by 22%. And this is thanks to our successful acquisition of more market share, thanks to our quality control, our FCR, our feed conversion ratio, and the physical conditions and the extra services that we've been providing to technical support we provide to our customers. There is room for more growth, actually, even though we have achieved great success. And as Mr. Pirasak told you, compared to last year, we have grown, especially in terms of our prior customers, old customers in Sri Lanka. We are also expanding into other markets as well, and in Indonesia. If we take a look at the revenue for Indonesia, you can see that it's basically the same as last year, but if we look at the volume, there is an increase in the volume by 12.6%. And the reason for the revenue being about the same is because of the depreciation of the Indonesian currency. If we take a look at the volume, though, you will see that there is recovery from the first half of the year when there was a problem with the disease in the market in Indonesia. Nonetheless, Indonesia is still a target for growth for the company. The because of the size of the market, which is very large. And our sales team, the production team, the technical team may not be as equipped as the team in Thailand. So we are we're providing support to allow them to capture this market, and competition in that market is very high. And another update for you for the third quarter, the past third quarter here, there was an issue in Indonesia. I'm not sure if you all saw news about this. There in the US, they discovered radioactivity in shrimp that was exported from Indonesia. This happened, and people were quite shocked about this, and there were shrimp bans from Indonesia. And once the situation improved, shrimp was allowed to be exported, but it needed to have certification. So the supply chain was disrupted to find a measure to obtain the certification. And so farmers also delayed their shrimp farming. And you can see in July, that was the effect in July. But as the situation has improved, and they have figured out how to export their products to the U.S., the supply chain is returning to normalcy. As for the fish feed, if we compare year on year, the increase has been 16.3%. Quarter on quarter has been 1.1% increase. And the reason for this increase is the sea bass feed. Thanks to the success of our products that were launched in the fourth quarter of last year, we used the Profit Turbo brand, and this allowed fish to grow quickly, and this was what the demand was in the market. So that is thanks to the sea bass feed. As for the fresh fish feed, we are still looking at the formulation to make it more competitive, and we're also being careful in terms of sales in the market. There is risk when it comes to credibility. As for livestock feed, compared to last year, there's been a drop by 11.8%, but quarter on quarter, it has gone up by 8.9%. The reason for this is that AMC TFM, they changed the business model. AMG TFM changed the business model, as Mr. Parasak informed you earlier, and we're not selling our own brand anymore. And in Thailand, there has been a change in the business as well. We are focusing on the quality of the customers and the SKUs that provide higher margin. So there's not much focus on the revenue, but there's more focus on the profitability. And the sales price for livestock has also been adjusted downwards according to the raw material prices. And this is a model that is different from the shrimp feed and the fish feed, where we provide promotions rather than adjust the price downwards. And I'd also like to talk about one item where this, on the 29th of September, the board approved a divestment of AMG TFM to the local shareholders. And this was according to our group strategy, which called for us to focus on more effective investment. And this transaction has ended. AMG TFM is no longer a subsidiary, but TFM will continue to provide technical support in terms of shrimp feed production and shrimp farming. And this is a summary of the net profit in the third quarter of 2024 at 151 million Thai baht. And this quarter is now at 223 million Thai baht. The profit increased, the GP increased as well. And SG&A and AR, we have been able to control the costs better. And the impact of the sale of AGM TFM, it's worth 17 million Thai baht. And this is about 9 million baht for TFM because we have a control of 51%. And finance and tax cost, the number is quite large because of taxes, because of BOI benefit expiry. And we're at the end of August, we just began a new BOI program. In September, we're realizing it for the entire month. And compared to, with this quarter, we also have GMT, which is about 4 million Thai baht. And this is why the net profit for the third quarter is a new high. And this page is about the cash flow. As you can see, it's very clear. We have invested in the BOI project by about 300 million Thai baht, and the rest is dividends to repay our shareholders. In the ratios, the cash conversion days has gone down. This is mostly due to the inventory turnover that has increased. We've been able to sell very well. For the guidance, I see that everything is the same. Things are not changing. We have a good momentum in terms of our sales revenue for the shrimp feed and the fish feed in Thailand, despite the Indonesian market being affected by the disease in the first half. Nevertheless, the GP for us, we have a improved production yield. We have a stronger portfolio mix. We have been able to optimize our product costs, and we also have more effective management for the raw materials. And SG&A, that's why our gross profit margin is 19 to 21%. For SG&A, it'll be 8 to 10%, and we believe this will cover all of our management. For the effective tax rate, it's going to go down for 2025 because we have regained our BOI benefits. And the dividend policy will remain the same at least 50%. That will be our dividend payout ratio. And this is the presentation. Thank you to the executives. There are no further questions. Then for today, TFM has been happy to share the results from the third quarter. If you have any further questions, you are very welcome to contact our investor relations. Thank you for joining us.